Mary from Komarok has identified herself and she says, "Hi ladies, looking good today. How does one tell a boss who wants to get intimate with you that you don't want without seeming like you're offending them?" Ooh, this is usually very tricky waters, very murky waters. Because unfortunately, this is your boss. They pay your bills. They can hire you. They can fire you. They can do whatever. But I go back to a very interesting story that happened. Again, TikTok has been giving us a lot of tea. So basically, this is what happened. This girl was new to the office. She was like the hot new thing in the office, and the boss started working very closely with her, and they got really close to the point where they were like, okay, let's try this out. They started sleeping with each other. They became a relationship. She literally officially became the side chick. This man was fully married. However, he did leave his wife for her. Okay, and they ended up in a really loving situation. Now they're married. Now they're living their best lives. Okay, until a hot new thing popped into the picture. This new girl who's working in the office, and she's like, wait a minute. When she looks at it, she's like, isn't this how we started our relationship? Isn't this type of closeness what led to him leaving his wife for me? Isn't this exactly the same story repeated, just that now I am the victim? And she was like very uncomfortable with it. When she asked him about it, he said, go home and be a housewife if you're not comfortable with me working with people at the office. Okay, what is the lesson there? No one has ever benefited from being with a person who is a boss in their company. It always just ends up being very weird. Okay, many situations where you see someone is actually dating the boss, it will always be awkward. Even if it's a secret relationship, you will notice that this person is taking out a lot of anger on people, who is very judgmental about people hanging out with the boss simply because they have something going on, and you're not sure whether, does he have the same thing going on with you that he has going on with me, or does she have the same thing going on with you that she has with me? So my advice is, like, anytime you're in a situation where you're trying to think about it, you really shouldn't. But your question was, how do I let him down gently? And I think professionalism really does help sometimes. I think it's important for you to actually consider having this conversation with him and just being straight with him. Be like, hey, look, I really genuinely like this job and I really want to keep my position. However, at the same time, I don't find you attractive. I would rather not be in a relationship with you. I feel like it is important for me to maintain my professionalism because it is what is causing this part of the business to work out. Like, I feel like if we did get into any form of a relationship, it would jeopardize how my work ethic flows and how my energy flows. Basically, it would jeopardize my productivity, and therefore I would rather not try to do that. Kindly consider that I am your worker and I would want to remain steadfastly, what do you call it? Productive. I don't know. It's difficult. Yeah, it's really difficult because if you turn them down in the wrong tone, they'll see you as a threat and they will immediately fire you. It's a very tricky situation. Just find the right wording, find the right tone, find the right time and place. Don't make it like let's go out for lunch and have a chat. No. You're having this chat in the office, right? Yeah, I think so. And talk to HR if you have HR.
Sometimes it's usually the thing of proximity. You know, when you work around someone for a long time, you guys are always together, you guys are always doing projects together. That's closeness and familiarity. It kind of brings up feelings. They're like, hey, Kumba, you have muscles. Kumba, you have this. So I don't know, maybe reduce the proximity between you guys. Reduce just how much you're working around this person. Yeah, it could be your boss, but you're not the only
your work.
You're not the only employee in this office, you know. So reduce. Anasema, come to my office, you leave the door wide open. You're like, yes, how may I help you?
Sir.
Exactly. Yeah, that's the other thing. Even if before you had this friendly vibe going on and banter, and you know, these days in work places, I don't know, there's some sort of informality going on. I've not understood it. So please be formal, be like a Korean babes.
Yes.
Okay, how are you, sir? Good morning, sir. good evening, sir. As in, just keep it very professional. And I feel like before you go to HR, because at the end of the day,
They are the boss.
before you go to HR, maybe have this conversation and say, just as Kafami has said, hey, I am not comfortable with this.
Moving any further
Yes.
than work.
So please, kindly, let's keep it profesh. And also be ready for backlash.
Yeah.
Be ready to lose your job.
Yeah.
And it's okay. You'll find something better. Trust
Yeah.
me.
Your
you will.
dignity is far more important. Your
True.
peace of mind is far more important. You can lose your job, but you keep your soul.
You're solid.
Your soul is, guys, it's such a tricky situation.
It is.
Because like there's no right way of letting someone down.
Yeah.
If someone has like given themselves
Rejection
that
is
boldness of like coming up and telling you, hey, by the way, hey, you're looking fine. Can we? I want to hit that. And then you telling them, no. It doesn't matter how you say no, even if you're like, no, it still will be received with such vileness. It will be rejection is hard. I don't know. It's a tricky situation, but I believe that if you do find the right tone, find the right words, find the right environment, and tell this person, let them down easy, I think your life could be better.
True.
I would say throw in someone else as a target, but that's just putting someone else in trouble. But I'm sure there's someone who's actually interested in your boss. Usually in an office, there's someone else who's like, they've got the hots for the boss,
Don't
you know?
throw them under the
Maybe
bus.
redirect that and no.
No.
Just you say no in your own words, in like a very...
I'm a
But
married
like,
woman.
yeah, lie. Yeah,
Lie?
Lie. Say you're
My
married.
boyfriend.
Lie.
Start wearing a ring.
Yeah.
Yes.
And hey,
It's so sad that it has to come to this.
it really is. I would also start looking for another job in general. Like I know it's hard in this streets, but I would also start looking for another job, just like a potential other position.
Yeah. Have something before you confront them.
Yeah.
You think it's getting better. It's
Yeah.
getting worse.